Okay, welcome to our Sunday night call motivation. We're ready to get started for the week. We are just going to explode our Plexus business. We're talking about our new Slim, how this is changing the game in people's health and how it's going to change our business, and also how we can use it to brand ourselves differently and really stick out from all these other companies. So here we go. The new Slim. What makes it so amazing? We have a special prebiotic only for us. So all these knockoff companies can stop copying us, which is great. We can just leave them in the dust finally once and for all. But one thing that's happening is that it's making our probiotic that much more effective, which we know one side effect of of killing down that yeast and getting rid of the toxins is die-off symptoms. So this is why I want to make sure that our team is really well equipped and also confident and excited to talk about such things as die-off symptoms like bloating, gas, diarrhea, nausea, feelings of having the flu, loose stool, all of those things like that. We want to make sure that everybody is, sorry, I was muting everybody, that everybody is prepared to talk about that. Because here's the thing, if someone tries this new Slim and they start to have things like headaches or bloating, they're going to tell you, oh my gosh, I have lipstick all over my face. That's funny. They're going to tell you, oh my gosh, I hate Plexus. What's it doing to me? But in reality, these are good things that we need to walk them through. So that's what I want to make sure when somebody starts these products with you, you make sure that you check on them every day, okay? Not once a week, not once a month. For their first 2 weeks, you check in with them every day. Say, hey, I know how Plexus works to detox the body. That could even mean things like feeling like you have the flu, having a headache, being thirsty, all of those things. I want you to tell me about that. Those are signs that good stuff is coming, but keep me in the loop. I don't want you to get scared by that, okay? Because if you don't talk about these things with your new ambassadors, they're going to get freaked out. They're going to tell their friend, who knows if their friend's a nurse or whoever they are, and they're going to say, oh my gosh, don't take it. It's called Slim. It's probably full of stimulants and all this stuff. And it's not, but people just aren't educated. So I'm telling you guys, it's one more step that you need to make sure that you hit on. But if you help people get through that and really get over their health struggles they're having, that's where the fruit will come. Okay, so I want to make sure that everybody's really comfortable with that. If you go into let me go ahead and I'm going to do a screen share quickly so you all know where it is. If you go into our Facebook page, Destination Diamond, you can actually, I'm logging into Facebook, I'm sorry. You can actually, let me do a screen share quickly. You can actually find the detox symptoms, okay? Can you all see this? Everybody see this? Yes? Just shake your head if you can. Destination Diamond, I love the file section. I have some more things I need to upload there since I got a new computer. So you go into files and there's all kinds of things in here. The Slim launch, the info sheet, that's in there twice. I guess we both added that. The Plexus ingredients, how to take your triplex. That's super important. You should be giving that to everybody in a welcome email, or telling them or sending them the postcard. Where are they? Maybe it's all the way down here, probably very old. Symptoms of detox right here. Comparison of other weight loss companies. All these things. This is a great resource for you to have. So I'm going to see the original post. You can go in here and you can actually tag new ambassadors in this document if you want to. My internet's really slow right now, I'm sorry. But just so you all know, that's where it is. So I want to make sure everybody's aware of that. And you can download the document, attach it to your email. I can send you my welcome email. I kind of got away from a little bit of emails because people don't read their email. They just end up asking me. So now I make it a point, because I am a professional. I am very busy. I want to say, hey, go ahead and check that email about how to take your products. You're going to want to make sure that you take them right and that you get the most out of your money. So detox symptoms. And I'll be really honest with you all. Since I started on the new Slim, I'm having some detox symptoms. I just ordered a waist trainer. Okay. Like, I just ordered a waist trainer. I feel bloated. I'm like, how am I going to fit in my clothes next week at convention? I feel like my eczema is like kind of coming back a little bit right now. And I was just talking to this dietitian about it. And she's like, yes, push through. This is good. So I'm going to keep you all posted on my journey, and feel free to do the same with me, please, how your experience it. Most people from the Jewel page I saw was over 200 comments, had this for about 7 to 12 days. And then everybody's just feeling great again. Now, when I first started Slim, the Triplex 2 years ago, that's about how long it took me to kind of get through my struggle. So I'm anticipating it'll be just about the same. So now that we got that new Slim, how do we use the new Slim to brand ourselves? So this is really, really huge. Michelle talked about branding herself on Saturday. I've been talking a little bit about it in our page, and I think there's a little bit of some people that are unclear of what I mean. They're afraid they can't say the word Plexus, and that's not what I mean by don't say the word Plexus. But let me keep it really honest for a second. I started Plexus. I went to Pinterest. I got all these pictures. I heart my Plexus energy, all of this stuff. And I pretty much made it very clear that I was a Plexus girl, right? And I would share articles about cancer, ADHD, all this stuff related to gut health. Wow, probiotics. Well, here's the thing. Because I have branded myself and my page is now a Plexus page, the FDA, the FTC, you guys, you have to understand we are that big that the FTC and the FDA are watching us, okay? They are watching us. So that's why Plexus wants to protect us and our businesses. So because I branded myself so Plexus and I talk about their specific products, it's harder for me to talk about things like those articles. So I want to spare all of you. And I want you to train your newbies the exact same way. You don't have to post the picture of your Probio 5, the bottle. You can just post a picture of your probiotic and say, man, this is the best probiotic I've ever had. It has this, blah, 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 blah. Don't do hashtag Plexus. Don't do hashtag Probio 5. You want them, the goal is always to give someone valid, important information to make them want more from you, to want to know what it is you have, to want them attractive marketing. They want to have your lifestyle. They want to have the product. They want to know what you know. If you give them all the details, and trust me, one of the sweetest Jules, I followed her forever. I no longer put her name on the new ambassador checklist for people to follow because she gives away way too much information. And I just think that that's not the way that we should go anymore. We don't need to give away all the goodies. Give away just enough. If you have someone new and they say, man, I started these amazing products. I feel so good. I have this, that, and that. They don't have to mention the word Plexus. People will reach out. So keep that in mind always. And besides, it won't be as salesy to your Facebook friends if you're not blasting the word Plexus or Plexus triplex pictures all the time on your Facebook. So I'm just trying to take our team in a different direction because I think it shows credibility when we show research, when we know about ingredients. I had someone went to their OB to get the products approved by their doctor, and the nurse was saying, oh yeah, I know Amelia, she really does her research, and the nurse and the doctor said, I 100% support you taking Plexus because we show credibility. We show that we research our products. So that's what I want to go more so in a direction than buy my products, join my team, things like that. So trust me, I have my own compliance counselor now, which is not a bad thing, but anytime that I get flagged, there's a third-party system that Plexus hired. They go through all social media, and if the word Plexus comes up with a diagnosis name, this system picks it up. And then they submit it to compliance with Plexus. It's not a bad thing. They're trying to protect your business. So that's why I'm saying don't follow my lead and blast Plexus pictures and I Heart Plexus energy all over your Facebook. Find another creative way. And we will be going over this all the time. But I'm just saying I took a picture and I'll post it. Hey, Sola, can you or go over there? I took a picture of my Plexus block yesterday. It was sitting, not the bottle, it was sitting on my napkin with my baklava that I had at the training and my cup of coffee. And I have a little post I can come up with that and say, you can definitely have your cake and eat it too, or at least half of it. These little vitamins right here actually block 48% of my carbs and sugar, blah, 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 blah. So I'm still telling them the benefits that I'm getting, but I don't mention Plexus. I don't post a picture of the bottle. I just give them information so they want to know more. Does that make sense? That's what I want you all to do because I feel like it will, it'll not be what your audience on Facebook is used to. You guys, if you have not looked at other people, other companies, just hashtag Thrive, hashtag Singular. Look at them. They are constantly posting product pictures, and it's salesy, and it turns people off from network marketing. And we want to be above that, okay? So this is a much, much, much better way. So let's talk a little bit more about branding yourself. Yes, you can say Plexus. Yes, you can talk about your company. You can talk about your lifestyle. You can talk about your opportunity. But if, Sola, stop. Sorry, you guys. I'm easily distracted. So if you haven't noticed, I've been kind of using the term health and happiness in caps, health and happiness in caps, instead of Plexus. Okay. And saying like, instead of my Plexus team, my health and happiness tribe, because that's the brand that Plexus wants us to be. We are health and happiness. Health is one thing, but happiness is just as important, right? So if you haven't looked in the shareables in your back office, you can actually see how they want you to start sharing about these new products. We're getting a new product at convention, which I can't wait. But even the new Slim. So this is what I want y'all to consider that she talked a lot about. Your number one job as a network marketer is to cast the vision. Someone could be sitting in their living room on their couch and they're saying, oh my gosh, tomorrow's Monday. I don't want to go to work. But they don't have a view of another lifestyle, right? We've all been conditioned and programmed to think that this is what we do. We go in debt, we go to college, we get a job, we stay there for 40 years. But I'm going to tell you, absolutely, there's not one single millennial that will stay in a job for 40 years. It just doesn't happen. There's no job security. People bounce around for at least 5 to 7 jobs within a 15-year span. I don't remember where I heard that. Maybe Forbes magazine. But you want to cast the vision for them. So paint the picture. Say, tonight, it's Sunday night. A very good post for you all would be like, it's Sunday. Who's excited to get up and go to work tomorrow? Do you love your boss? Do you love your office setting? Do you love your surroundings? Do you love the work that you do? Are you giving back? Do you feel good about yourself when you walk out of there? Do you miss your kids? Do you love taking them to daycare? Get people thinking. So you know what opportunity allows you to have all those things you love and time freedom and no cap on your income? Network marketing. It's time for you to forget everything you think you know about network marketing and learn about network marketing. Just something simple like that. You don't have to mention your company. You don't have to mention your product, but you can just cast the vision that they can have more. So that's our number one job as a network marketer, is to cast the vision. So when people join you in your team, what's your goal? What's your number one job? Cast the vision. They can have success just as much as you. Another thing I want to make sure I really hit on is confidence. Confidence, confidence, confidence. Nobody wants to join somebody that's not confident in their product, not confident in themselves as a leader, and not confident in their business model. So you have to have that confidence 100%. Sorry, you guys. Okay. She's having I don't know who she's talking to over there on that iPad right now.
No, I'm not. I'm playing a game.
Okay. So confidence. You want to have confidence in yourself. So basically you want to give the, not perception, because it really should be true, but you want to cast the vision. Listen, I'm going all the way. I'm running. You better keep up with me. Okay. Let people know. Like Brianna, and I just call you out because you're at the top of my screen. You make it really clear. Listen, this is it. Like, I'm going all the way. You let your friends know. Like, I will have a Lexus. I will have financial freedom. I'm going. I'm not stopping. So you have built that belief in yourself and in your audience. So when their time comes that they're sitting on their sofa and they're like, man, I really want that. I want the confidence that Brianna has. I want financial freedom. Who do you think they're going to go to? That friend that maybe posted about Plexus one time a month ago, or someone that's all in it, ready to go and knows she's going to the top? They're going to go with someone that knows she's going to the top. So that's why you guys want to have that confidence no matter what, bulletproof. So when people join you, this is also really important, is that you let them have their own time. This comes with personal growth. This is a huge part of this. Network marketing is truly personal growth with a compensation plan. If you're not willing to grow, if you're not willing to be coached by a leader, you won't go far in Plexus. It's without a doubt, number one, hands down, you're not going anywhere. So one thing with personal growth is that you have to understand that just because I want Brianna to go to the top with me and I see amazing potential in her, if she doesn't have it in herself and she doesn't have the drive and the discipline, because it all comes down to discipline, she's not going to make it. And you can't take that upon yourself to say, I failed. Brianna didn't make it. She quit. You guys, I've had 4 golds quit on me. One just called me and wants to come back in, but you know what? I'm not going to pull her. It's going to be at her own time. I told her to sit down, make a schedule when she can make this business work this time around, because I, as a leader, will play ball with those that want to play ball. You have to do that. If I exhausted myself daily trying to encourage and inspire and get someone to get themselves up off the ground, it would drain me. And I would be doing a disservice from those on my team that did want my leadership, that did want me to help them. So take it upon yourself to be a strong leader from the very beginning and say, hey, listen, I want to let you know up front how I work my business. If you want to work and you want to go and you want to make money, I'm going to be there to coach you 100%. Get on the training calls, stay plugged in, take advantage of the time I give the team. I think that's another thing we have to remind people, that when you're giving time to them and coaching them, they should take advantage of it. And I totally pay attention to it. I pay attention to it. The people that get on my training calls, if they message me with a question, I get back to them within an hour. If people don't get on the training calls and they ask me a question that's definitely easily to find, I don't stop what I'm doing to get back to them. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I have a lot of things going on in my life too. So I feel like it's respectful as a leader, do you know what I'm saying, to value people that do put in the effort. Because as your team grows so big, you're going to have to be able to differentiate when to make decisions like that. So make sure you're very upfront with people and say, it's your pace, your journey. If you want to go slow, girl, I'm going to let you go slow. If you want to go fast with me and enjoy the ride, let's go fast. You tell me where you're at. Have the conversation, the uncomfortable conversation, because in your head, if I want Brianna, and I'm just calling her out because she's right there at the top, who I see, if I want Brianna to go fast start gold, but I never have the conversation with Brianna, hey, this is what it takes to go fast start gold. I'm going to be here to motivate you. I'm going to check on you every other day. Let's do this. Where are you at with your contacts? Who have you contacted? How many cold messages have you sent? If I don't have that conversation with her, I'm never going to show her my expectation and what it takes to be a champion and hit fast start gold. So that's the uncomfortable conversation you definitely want to have. So another thing is you can't expect leaders without leading by example. And Leslie Zan talked a lot about this. So I have probably, I don't know if you all saw that I was top 10 as personally recruiting, personally enrollments all through January through April, which is amazing. I haven't even paid attention to that. That's pretty darn cool. But here's what really drove me. When I was talking to my business coach, she's like, on average, how many people do you sponsor a month? I was like, about 15. And Leslie Zan said this to us when I went to her training. She said, hey, hold on one second. Okay. I'm telling her to go sit over there by the couch. Leslie Zan said, you can't expect your team to do anything that you won't do. So how many people went Fast Start Gold? I did not go Fast Start Gold. I didn't even know about it when I started. And then she said, I want you to go home and I want you to go mock Fast Start Gold. I went home and I did it. I recruited 23 people in 30 days from that day, the 11th to the following 11th of the month. And then I've made it a goal to try to do that every single month. Why wouldn't I, right? I want to set the same example for my team. I think it's poor business if people, and I've heard it been said before, oh, once I hit Emerald, I'm just going to sit back and relax. Are you kidding me? Y'all, I am just getting started. My office has never been more organized. My whiteboard has never been more organized with my runners and who I need to go with and who I need to make sure I'm coaching and who I need to check in with. Never. This is when it really starts. This is when you really have to get serious, okay? So you don't want to be a leader like that. If you're asking your leaders to take time to do a book study, well, I darn sure hope that you're doing a book study, right? I promise you, What you put out there will definitely come back. So that was really important. She said you have to lead by example. So branding yourself. Let's just skip down to that. What Michelle talked a lot about on Saturday. I'm sorry. So she talked about branding. What is your brand? There's tons of things on YouTube you can find from other network marketing coaches about branding. And if you guys don't follow Bob Heilig, B-O-B, and his last name is, I think it's spelled Heielig, follow him. He's amazing. I wake up to him every morning. He's not too bad to look at. I can tell you that. He does a Facebook Live every day. But he gives super amazing tips. I've actually voice messaged with him. He'll answer questions for you too. I'm sorry.
Mommy, there's also a eraser so you can erase everything.
Oh gosh. Okay, that's amazing.
Mommy,
hold on one second. So listen, baby. Hold
Can
on.
we go to Chrissy's?
Another day. Okay, so branding yourself. Branding is how we act, how we react, how we live, and who we hang out with. Everything you do is your brand. If you're promoting health and wellness, I really hope that you're promoting more than Plexus products. I really hope that you're promoting going for a walk on your lunch hour. I love when I see Plexus ambassadors check in the gym. I love it. I love when I see Plexus ambassadors post their healthy meals. Say, healthy is more than just supplements, y'all. You need all the tools. Easy post right there. Do you know what I'm saying? Your brand. You're more than just products and paychecks, right? That's how you will build credibility. Also, your brand is how you react to situations. When you get some a-hole that comments on your post, there's always going to be one. Trust me. They don't come to me very often because I've done lives and they see my confidence. I've actually done lives and addressed people like this. But they go for new people. They go for fresh blood. They go for people that they see are not confident. It's how you react. Trust me. Please shut them down with grace and knowledge. If you don't have a way to shut them down, message me. I'll give you a response. Copy and paste it. Because they're expecting you to get upset. They're expecting Plexus people to get on there and say, you don't know what you're talking about, you guys. I've witnessed it in other companies, not with Plexus. We don't do that. We just say, hey, you just don't know enough yet. More power to you. When you do, I'll still be here. And Plexus will be a household name by then. Winky face. That's it. Because when you let people know that you're confident in how you react, you look way more mature and way more professional. How we live and who we hang out with. Okay, so how we live. How you are with your spouse, how you are with your kids. If you post pictures, she talked about this, and I do notice this, and it kind of bothers me. When people post selfies regularly or just pictures of their kids, but they have like fast food in the background, or they have like a messy house or dishes. Like, we all have that. And I'm not saying hide it. I've posted on Facebook, you can tell I haven't done laundry in 2 weeks. I'm using a Minnie Mouse towel to dry myself off with, or something like that. I was real and relatable. So I want to make sure that I'm clear about that. You don't have to hide all those things, but if you're regularly posting pictures and in the background is messy, that's not desirable to people. They don't look at Brianna and say, wow, she really has it all together, huh? I mean, her house is just always a disaster. She's always got Taco Bell in the background. Like, she doesn't really have it all together. Brianna, I'm not picking on you. I don't even know that about you. I'm just saying you're right there. The next two screens are black. But I'm just saying, think about these things. So your brand on social media, how you carry yourself out and about. I had to really make an effort. Like, I have a baseball cap on right now, but at least I have some lipstick on, at least it matches my jacket. But I'm in the gym and I work out and sweaty. So I was thinking, why do I need to put makeup on and look good? Well, because in the middle of clients, in the middle of classes, I was around town. I was seeing people. I was I was prospecting. And when I looked like just messy hair and I didn't put any effort into my appearance, I wasn't ready to have a meeting. You want to make sure you're ready for that meeting with that prospect at any moment. So that's something I did have to take some time. I have to keep the dry shampoo at the gym, maybe keep the lipstick, a little bronzer, some cute workout clothes if I'm going to be running around town. But just thinking about things like that, because if you're running around town just in sweatpants and dirty tennis shoes and an old beat up sweatshirt, again, people are not going to look at that and say, wow, I want what she has or he has. Do you know what I'm saying? Attractive marketing works. Again, everybody has issues in their life. I'm not saying that my daughter doesn't look put together half the time. You know, Bridget Ryan's kids are like Gap models nonstop. It's crazy. And she literally does make you want to have 7 kids. Michelle said that. And I thought to myself, she does. She advertises her life on Instagram and it makes me want 7 kids. My daughter doesn't always look great. I've had to put a little bit more work into that. Do you know what I'm saying? When I'm out in the grocery store and I'm tired, because there are days I'm tired, I have to make sure I kind of keep that smile on my face a little bit. I don't want to show my exhaustion. You want people to look at her and say, wow, it's 9 o'clock. She's at the grocery store. She has a little kid with her, but she's still perky and she's getting it done. I need to know what she's doing, you know, because people are watching and your inconsistency can start to show. So if you post on Facebook, I feel so great. I love my vitamins. I've never been sick. And then you walk into work and you're sick and you're sniffling, your friends are going to call BS. And they're going to spread the word that that's BS, right? So spin it. Be real with people and say, my kids brought home a little bug. I'm going to increase my probiotics. I'm going to take some echinacea. Like, I'm going to kick this to the curb really fast. So you can let your friends know, yes, you're real. You do have a little head cold, but you have a positive solution to it, right? You're going to take some awesome probiotics. So I'm not saying hide the realness. I want to make sure everybody knows that, because for me, I don't relate to people that act like everything's perfect. I do not. If you act like you never mess up, you never make a mistake, you never have dirty dishes, or you never have dirty laundry, I'm not going to relate to you, because there's a big pile of laundry right there, y'all, ready to be washed. And I probably have like 6 dishes in my sink. So be relatable, because you want to let your friends and family know that you're just like them. So that was something I had some questions about after that training on Saturday. So I want to make sure I hit on that a little bit. Are you tearing people up? Are you tearing people down? Are you building others up? This was really important. When you are with someone, or you're in a room, or you're at a party, or it doesn't matter, wherever you are, do you feel like people are gathering around you, or do you feel like they are avoiding you? I'm sorry. It's really distracting me.
Fine, Mom.
Thank you.
I need cartoons on the do.
Okay, bring me the remote. Do you feel like people are circling around you, or do you feel like they're hiding because your energy is not making them feel good? Compliment people. If you see something, a woman, and she looks beautiful, tell her she looks beautiful. I know some people don't respond to that. It's kind of odd. I told a lady today in White House Black Market the dress looked stunning on her, and she just looked at me and she didn't even say thank you. I was like, oh gosh, she must not get that compliment very often or know how to reply. But that's just my personality. But do you make others feel energized when you're around? Do you talk a lot, or do you smile, or do you engage with people? You want to think about that too, okay?
Yeah.
How you make people feel. So it's coming, sweetie. I'm sorry, you guys. Just multitasking. This is how we do it over here, y'all, in the Slipco household. Okay, so are you looking to connect with other people? So this is really important. Every time I go somewhere, I always make a new friend. I always make it a new Facebook friend. Everywhere that I go. So whether it's at the coffee shop, or if it's at the bookshop, I'm taking Sola somewhere, I make a new friend, because I find a way to engage with people, making eye contact with people. I've noticed that a lot. People are always looking at their phones and not looking at other people and engaging. You can change someone's day if you just look at them and say, hello, how are you? They're going to remember you, or remember their name, or something like that. It will build credibility with you. It will show them that you're a genuine person. So that's part of your brand. Yeah. Do you show interest in people before they need what you have? It's coming, Sola. Do you show interest in people before they show interest in what you have? Let me tell you from experience. I know there is someone, I just changed my insurance. I went with someone else because he has shown interest in me as a person, as a business person, since we became friends on Facebook. I just posted I need a new insurance agent. That was over a year ago when I got my Toyota, and 18 people commented on my post. tag their person. Only 2 insurance agents reached out to me and sent me a message. Okay. And I responded to both of them. Thank you so much. I'll be in touch as soon as I'm ready. And one of them, only one of them, sent me a friend request and continued to engage and invest in me, because insurance agents are network marketers and realtors. A lot of them do not realize it. Financial advisors, but they are. Only one of them engaged with me, liked my Plexus post, supported my business, liked things about what I was sharing. So the day came when I got my Lexus and I wanted to change my insurance. Who do you think I went to? I went to him, because he invested in me as a person before I needed what he had. It was over a year ago when we became friends. So, so important. Show interest in people now. They do not care how much you know until they know how much you care. It's a fact. I promise. So that was really important about branding yourself as a person. Social media branding, we went over that just a little bit, but you want to be real and genuine who you are. Okay. If you,
Mom, turn the volume up.
You want to be genuine in who you are. You want to be content with where you are in your journey. Okay, so like Brianna posted the other day, it was at our celebration party. She's not an emerald yet, but she's like, I'm going. I can't wait. I love this journey. This is what's happening. She was content with where she was. She's focused on where she's going, and that's what she's showing her audience on her Facebook, right? If you think to yourself, well, I'm only a silver ambassador, I'm only making $50 to $100 a month, that's all I can offer people, right? I can't offer them $10,000 a month. I'm not making it. Well, guess what you're going to attract? You're going to attract people with that same mindset and that confidence, and that's not what you need to build a business. You need people that see big. So therefore, you need to project big. Put your head up, put your shoulders back, walk like a diamond, because think about that you're already going to be a diamond. So that's super important. Figuring out who you are. What is it you're interested in? This is also a really good tip, is getting in on groups on Facebook. If you are a teacher, I'm sure there's Facebook groups for teachers. Go into teachers groups. If you are into running, get into runners groups. If you're into cooking, get in those groups. Start engaging in those groups with other people, because that's how you build new connections. When somebody tells me, well, I've already friended everyone I can friend, because we should be friending people every day, or I've already asked everyone I know, I'm going to tell them to go meet new people. And this is how you meet new people, out and about where you are, restaurants, coffee shops, on Facebook groups. You guys, I've recruited so many people that I've just met on Facebook. Health and wellness threads about rheumatoid arthritis. I start connecting and messaging with those people. Hey, I need to share something with you. Has your doctor ever talked to you about gut health and the microbiome and how it all plays a role in your RA? Things like that. Start connecting with people outside the box. Social media is a very small part of our business, but it's a big tool to grow your business worldwide. Okay? The real stuff is done behind the scenes, on the phone, in person, coaching, but that's a way for you to grow your network. Okay? So when people tell me, oh, it looks like everyone in Charleston's already on Plexus, I think to myself, they think small. They have no idea. One, I meet people every day that have never heard of Plexus in Charleston. And two, think of the opportunity that we have with social media. Are you kidding? Instagram? I mean, Bridget Ryan's recruited 300 level ones off of Instagram. I haven't even tapped into my Instagram market yet, which is on my list to do. But there's an endless network. Endless network. You just have to have the drive and the discipline to want to go out and get more and get out of your comfort zone. You know what I mean? So that excuse is, all my friends are already taking Plexus. I'm going to say, well, make some new friends, join a mom group, honey, pick up a new hobby, start pottery, whatever. Like, I'm looking for new hobbies right now. I'm trying to get into other groups so I can make new friends. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm right there in the same boat with you all. So that's what you want to do. Figure out who you are. Find 4 to 5 things that represent you, okay? And start joining those groups. Start using those hashtags on Instagram so you can find like-minded people that you're going to have a lot in common with. Remember, you don't want to work with people that you don't like. That's a big luxury that we have in this business, is we don't have to work with someone that that we don't have things in common with or that we don't like, you know? I have definitely passed on recruiting people. I have messaged someone, and one person's on this call and she knows I messaged her. I was like, hey, you can please talk to this girl. She requested to be in my Healthy with Plexus group, but I don't think that we're going to vibe. You know, feel free to recruit her. I don't like her brand. I have the choice. I would rather have quality than quantity. And I feel like that's what we all should be doing, quality over quantity any day. So another thing she said about social media branding is make your Facebook profile a picture of you and not like a cat or something, which makes a lot of sense because when you go to friend people, they want to see a nice picture. I'm getting headshots done, super cheap guy in Charleston. I will refer any of you to him. Maybe he'll give us like a big discount, but we want to have like a decent picture of yourself. You know, put some makeup on, put a cute shirt on, take it in front of your wall, and then plug that picture into the Visco app and make it clear. It almost looks like a photographer took it. And then make that your Facebook profile picture. You want it to be your face. And then you can make your cover photo like your family or something like that. But make your picture something where they just see the picture and it's inviting and exciting and it looks like you. Julia Coleman, she's on this call. I love her Facebook profile picture. It's just close up, her face. I just love it. And it's happy and it just makes me smile every time I see it. Shout out Julia Coleman. This was really big. She said, you cannot sell a life change. You have to attract it. Okay, that's a big thing. Social media is just a way for us to just tell our story, you know, talk about how our life has changed. You know, I make it pretty clear to people that I was, you know, depressed, not confident in myself, had a lot of personal growth. I used to want a big house. I used to want a Louis. I used to want all this stuff that did not mean anything to me. I thought it meant something to me until I grew as a person and I realized what true happiness was. And I share that with people to let them know this journey is way more than products and paychecks, but like, I just value small things. Do you know what I mean? So you want to attract a lifestyle when you post on Facebook. You know, share things like this, personal things with people on your Facebook. Because if you just post on Facebook, you know, who wants to change their life today? Let's do it. Explain what it means. What do you want? How are they going to change their life? Are they going to be able to see their kids more? You want to tug at those emotional heartstrings. That's what you want to do. Emotional heartstrings. I'm telling you, stories, I have a little saying. It's really not very PC, but it's kind of funny. And I tell everybody, like, stories and enthusiasm, you can sell anything. And I tell people on the phone, I'm like, you can sell a shit sandwich to anyone if you're excited and enthusiastic about it. They don't care what kind of crap is on that sandwich. It comes down to you. Are you excited? Are you enthusiastic about what you have to offer people, your opportunity and your products? Yes, you better be. So that will attract people, absolutely. And I'll tell you one thing, people can't see enthusiasm behind text messages. So whatever it is you're scared of, if you're scared to go live on Facebook, you better go live on Facebook. If you're scared to send this voice message to those chickenless people and say, hey, this is Amelia. I know you probably see me talk about Plexus. It's changed my life, and I've been so scared to talk to you about it. But you know what? I want you to feel this good. I think you would kill it in this business. Can we chat for 10 minutes tomorrow? That's it. Send it. It will get so easy after you do it. Break that barrier down. Okay, so this was another thing she really hit on I really loved. Are your posts on social media in alignment with your health company? So, for example, we know that we do not promote quick fixes. Absolutely, we do not. We do not promote meal replacements, wraps, any of that stuff. We promote get healthy on the inside, then let the outside show, right? So are we sharing articles about 7-day juice cleanses where you don't eat and things like that? Because it would kind of go against what we say is healthy, right? Always want to kind of keep things in mind like that. Are you posting that you're making healthy choices? Why you're making healthy choices? Do you want to tug at somebody's heartstrings? Let them understand the impact they could have on their kids by what they feed their kids. Make them think about that. And eventually they will come to you and say, you know what, you really inspired me to think twice about what I buy, what I cook, what I put in my body. And then even if Plexus doesn't come up right then, but you can just start dialogue with them. Let them know what the change was for you and say, I used to eat Splenda. And you guys, I literally drank Coke Zero every day. I put Splenda in my coffee every morning. I took medications. And that's what helped me get on this journey was trying Plexus, and it changed my life. And then it inspired me to want to learn more and then teach other people. So it gives you an opportunity to share your story. She said, we don't need perfection. We need progress. You know, that's really, really huge because a lot of people always say, I haven't lost 10 pounds. I can't share about Plexus Slim, and say, well, you're really doing yourself a disservice because one, it's not just about weight loss. And two, what about that mom or that husband over there that is, you know, almost a type 2 diabetic and they don't need to lose 10 pounds? What about them? What about that grandma that has, you know, discomfort in her hands and her ankles, and she doesn't need to lose 10 pounds?
Mom!
Yeah. Okay, I'll get it in a second. I'm almost done.
You turn the volume down?
Well, you weren't watching. Sorry. So that's what I want you all to understand is you don't need perfection. You just need to tell people, I've started this journey. I'm so excited where I'm going. You know, I've watched my friends get off medications, get healthy, and just remind people it's a journey, you know, and if you learn something new and say, I've learned something new on my health and wellness journey. This is exciting. When you share like one of our blogs from our back office about the gut health and the microbiome, you're offering value to people. And I promise you, credible people read it. They want to understand. People are watching you. I believe it. People are watching you. I've had people that have watched me for 2 years, finally just ready to do it, you know, so just trust me on that. They're watching you. Okay, this was the last thing that she hit on a little bit as far as Facebook goes. You're posting 3 times a day. This is on your DMO sheet. You know you should be doing this. You want to post one funny thing a day. You want to post one educational thing, like an article I just shared, and one inspirational thing a day. Every single day, at least minimum 4 days a week, you want to be doing those things. Stay relevant in your audience. Make them want to follow you. Your funny post can be anything. It can be about yourself, your life. It can be a fun, you know, meme. It can be something. I have a rule. It's like, I don't want to post on Facebook unless I'm offering value to anyone. Okay. Like, I'm never going to post on Facebook like, oh, I'm tired. You know, if I don't make someone smile, laugh, or cry happy tears, I don't really want to post it. Or, you know, or shouting out someone on my team, things like that, but just offering value to people so they can learn something too. So those are things you want to make sure that you're doing just so you can build credibility. That's what it comes down to. Because as we grow as a company, more and more people are going to jump on the Plexus bandwagon. More and more of those people are going to jump on for 30 days and quit. Let me tell you, as far as it goes on the business and posting on social media. You want to show people that you're in it for the long haul, right? And build credibility. Because if you're posting credible things like I just told you, and they're just going to Pinterest and flashing up 6 pictures at a time, please don't ever do that. It is just not going to get anyone's attention. 1 picture, never more than 1 to 2 pictures. Okay, like a picture and maybe 1 with words. But people just don't get it. They're not going to, it needs to have value. If you have all these pictures, they're just going to be like, oh, okay, she just went to Pinterest, and they're not going to read all of them. Which one do you want them to connect with? Which picture do you want them to connect with? That was really important. I wanted to make sure that I hit on. So I've recently done this. I asked my sideline power partner to go through my Facebook and read the last 5 days. I post a lot, so I didn't ask her to do 10 days. Maybe I will next week. Read my Facebook for the last 5 days. How did you feel after you read my Facebook? Did you feel inspired, happy? What vibe did you get from me? Did you feel bored? You want feedback. So I want you all, if you're sharing consistently on social media, to ask your sponsor or someone that will give you honest feedback. Maybe they don't even have to be in Plexus. Honestly, this is going to be a good way to get non-Plexus people to learn from me and actually pay attention and see my passion. Give me their honest feedback and read my Facebook for the last 5 days. Because good leaders call other leaders on their bull crap, right? That's why I went to someone that I know would call me on it and say, you know what, you're kind of overboard here, or you're kind of a little too sassy there, or maybe you shouldn't say that, or I loved that. That really made me feel this. So you want to make sure that you go to someone that's going to not sugarcoat it and give you the truth. You all know I would do that for you, so please don't hesitate to ask. And then the last thing she hit on was branding, and the fourth part of branding was your image, which I think that I already went over. You know, just keeping yourself looking meeting ready anytime. That doesn't mean like a blazer and pumps and pants. That just means, you know, your hair's brushed, your shirt's not ripped, you don't have food in your teeth, like the very, very basic things, you know, so just that's about it right there. Okay, does anybody have any questions on branding? Nope, you can unmute yourself if you want to, or raise your hand, however you want to do it. No, nobody? Okay, awesome. All right, well, I hope I summed it up for you pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording, so if people do have questions, we can kind of keep it open and private.